What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Wooukie here, and we finally back. Got the new camera, everything. I don't even know. Feel like a year. I took a year off, but listen, today is gonna be my story time about my first time losing my V card. It's just crazy, but let me tell you. So, I was a late bloomer too. So, some people claim they lose their stuff about like 14, 12, crazy ass shit. But, yeah, I was a late bloomer. I think I was like 19. I was a late bloomer. I wasn't even focused on that shit when I was in school. Like, a little I was, but that wasn't like all I was thinking about. Like my freshman year, that's what I was always thinking about every day. Like if you did not, like I was thinking like if you did not have that, you was over. You wasn't gonna be known around the school. But let me tell you, so this is when I had this girl at this time. So I'm gonna call her. Let me see. Let me call her Tia. So, Tia, I don't know. Let me see when I meet her. Damn, I don't even know how I met her. It's a long ass time ago. But listen, so Tia. So it had to be because you know, like some females, they be like, "Oh, I don't want to be on that at the first beginning and all that." So I was. You know, I was on some slime shit, going crazy, just trying to get in and then get out. Just say, hey, hit it and quit it. But so I had to get into a relationship with her. I'm like, man, I really don't want to be in like a relationship. Next thing I know, so we going out and stuff. I think we went to like the movies that day. Went to the movies. So we went to the movies that same night. So we just sitting up there in the car and stuff. Like this whole thing, like it happened like in the car too. So we just sitting in the car and stuff. Like we was like kissing and all that. But after that, she was like I thought she was in the mood and stuff. So I like went for it. Like, started grabbing on her and all that. And she was like, I wasn't in the mood for it. So, I was like, yeah, alright. But the next day, or she hit me with she hit me with a text. Like, I think like way after, I think like 1 o'clock in the morning, talking about some, whatever you trying to do. Whatever you was trying to do last night, we could try it again tomorrow. So I'm like, alright, bet. I'm telling you, the next morning, I got nudes, everything. The next morning, texting me talking about, oh yeah, send me a nude of you. I'm like, hell no. I'm glad I didn't do it either because she told all her friends too. But the next day, I'm like, alright, bet. Next thing I know, because she was in college and stuff too. I'm like, so I went, slide through, went to go and get her, picked her up. Like this was all up in the car too, so a small ass, I'm gonna put it on the screen too. It's gonna be on the screen. So, got her in the car, spent like half of the day with her. Like I didn't want to be on no scum type shit. Just like, oh yeah, so we just go do this just like that, and then I'm gonna drop you off at home. But I was on that shit, and then So I had to spend like some time with her, cause you know that's that relationship type shit. But I had to spend some time with her. Then, like, we had to find like a little spot because our mama and them, they was not gonna let nobody in here. They was not gonna let nobody in my house. But her mama and them wasn't gonna let nobody in her house either. Even though her mama and them was always gone. But otherwise than that, I had to wait until like it was nighttime because she told us it was too open and stuff. She didn't want to get in trouble and all that. But he pulled up to the spot. We had to sit up there and wait for like a good, I don't even know, it was like daytime though. It was like kids and shit everywhere. Like they was having like a little football game. It wasn't like no real like pal football game or nothing, but it was like a football game. I'm like, alright. We had to sit here for at least like a good 2-3 hours. 2 hours or something like that. It was something like that. But let me tell you, after that 2 hours passed, I was like, she was like, so yeah, you ready and stuff? I was like, yeah, alright, bet. Thinking it was gonna be easy and stuff. I'm like, pull your pants. I'm like, man, this shit really about to happen, man. It's really about to happen. Next thing I know, she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you because since this is your first time and stuff. I didn't even know it was even in. I swear to God, I did not know it was in. I'm like, is it in? She was like, yeah. Then when it was in, like, you know how some people, she was like, she wanted me to go real slow. But I was on some crazy ass jackrabbit type shit. I was going fast as fuck the whole time. Next thing I know, I started feeling something. I'm like, why I feel like I gotta piss so much? She like, you probably about to, and then she wanted me to go in her raw though the first time. I'm like, dog, what the fuck? But otherwise than that, I was like, she helped me with the condom and all that. Like, we gonna skip all that, but we in it. Like I said, we in a small ass car, so she got on top of me. We was kissing and stuff for a minute. She got undressed and all that, and then she was kissing me again. Next thing I know, like, she sticked it in and all that. Next thing I know, she trying to get hit from the back. I'm like, cause I'm already tall. I'm tall as hell already, so like, we in a small ass car. She trying to do this shit. Couldn't even do it. But I think when she laid on her back, I started going crazy. Like, and I said going crazy, I was going fast as hell. Like, it was never gonna be there again. I'm like, yeah, it was a good first impression. Like, but after that, she was like, you done? I don't know what is up with a lot of females when you talking about you done and shit. Like, they should know when you be done, but you know, some people just keep on going. But yeah, that shit, it was like going crazy and stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to come again. I'm like, all right. Next thing I know, I'm like, I pulled out. I was done. She talking about some going her raw next. I'm like, hell no, I'm done. I don't want no kids. Like, that shit at least last like 4 minutes. But that shit got longer now. I can last long as fuck now. But that shit lasted at least like 5 minutes. Next thing I know, it was done. That shit was, I don't even want to talk about that shit more. But that shit was done. Took her home and shit. Like, my one friend, I'm glad he called though. He talking about some, oh yeah, you still, cause this was lit. Like, it was football season, so we went to this like high school football game. That shit saved me right there. Like, I said, yeah, I'm gonna take you home and shit. Like, after that shit, I was like, yeah. Then my friend, he was like, yeah, man, what you was doing? What you was doing and shit? Like, the whole car was fogged up. He was like, I was like, man, that playing it off cool and shit. I'm like, man, I ain't doing nothing right now, man. This dude called me right in the middle of it. Like, man, I ain't doing nothing right now. I sent him a quick text. I was like, yeah, say something up, man, before I can leave. He did that. Next thing I know, I got up out of there. That's it. After that, it was one more time. That shit wasn't like that. That shit was over after that second time. Oh. But in her fucking head was terrible. Shit was terrible as fuck. That's for another video though. But yeah, that's all what happened. I dropped her off at home. She called me later on. She be trying to fall asleep. She was trying to fall asleep and shit on FaceTime and shit. I wasn't with that shit that night. I think I went to like a party at like MSU and shit that night. But yeah, that's all what happened. That was my first time right there. Make sure you subscribe, like the video. My social media links is in the description. My Snap will be at the end of this video. Or no, it's